echo down, echoing your cries, reflecting your eyes, hoping out of all. Nice eyes fly, chasing a star, a lullaby, answering wishes far away, lost and cold, the tale of your tender soul unfolds, so lovely, a lonely cat. As the night slowly turns to day, with every step you take, your past carrying your hope. Those memories you call, are they real, or just a dream?
Alright everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. For those that don't know, my name's Nagai, your Guilty Gear old man, your Guilty Gear OG son. And look at the backlighting here. It's not like absolute darkness. The lighting's not the greatest because usually it's like nighttime and I have my red light on. Turn this down a bit. But yeah, it's bright behind me because I'm actually streaming during the day for once. So welcome to this stream, a rare early stream, and I'm streaming early because, well, first I feel like it. Yeah, that's a big thing. And secondly, there is patch notes dropping for Granblue vs. Rising 1.50 version of the game, and it drops at 7 p.m. PST, and I decided that I'd take the time right now to do a little bit of a testament practice and then hop on over to Granblue vs. Rising and see buffs to my girl. Don't know if you can see that. I'm slowly pointing somewhere else. 2B. Oh, I have a 2B plushie. One sec. BRB. Oof. All right, here we go. 2B plushie. My wife got this for me at Combo Breaker, which, by the way, video will be dropping pretty soon. I'm pretty much done the video. It's been like 2 or 3 months since I've come back from Combo Breaker, but maybe I'll spin it not really specifically for Combo Breaker, but rather it's you know, what a major looks like from someone in my position. But yeah, that's going to be dropping pretty soon on YouTube, so please look out for it. But yeah, welcome to this stream, everyone. We got Gargonzola, Platypus Gargonzola being one of newly discovered cheese of mine, and I do enjoy it quite a bit. So good name. Nervous about what changes are coming to Matera, Cagliostro, and Belial. Yeah, I'm nervous to. For me, I mean, I only played 2 characters mainly, Fairy and 2B. So we already seen one 2B change, which is nice. I want to talk about that actually. I'll spend some time talking about that change because it seems pretty big. Not because of. I'll probably show it to you. It seems we'll show it a little bit later, but yeah. Well, I'll explain it a little bit more when I show it. But yeah. Nothing revealed for Fairy just yet, so we'll see if there's any changes to the character, and hopefully they're good. But yeah, welcome to the stream once again. It's going to be Guilty Gear Strive, and then it's going to be Granblue vs. Rising. I got some things I want to kind of go over for Guilty Gear Strive, and by the way, I made it. I've been working pretty hard to get better with Testament, and I got top 100 in rating updates, so sitting at number 93 right now. I think a whole bunch of Testaments like died or something, lost rank, or I don't know. I'm not too sure how I'm number 92 now, but I am. So our hard work, our training, our tips sharing, and all that everything's come to fruition. You know, the fruits of our labor. We're eating that sweet durian of top 100 Testaments, and I'm going to aim for top 69, which is about 1880 on rating update for ELO. Let me see here. So I'm sitting at 1856 for ELO, and then ELO, and then we're number 92 Testament. Never mind. Look at that. Yo, Fever, how's it going? Yeah, we got an early stream. Yo, I'm feeling pretty good today. I had pretty good sleep last night. I was going to stream last night, but decided I wanted to wake up early, do some work on my YouTube video, do a little bit of editing. I had my buddy Blunt Angle stream on the side, did a little bit of that, and then I'm like, let's go for a bike ride. So I went for a bike ride. My legs hurt. Biked to my parents' place. It takes like about 15-20 minutes. My legs, there's a lot of hills in my hometown, so my legs are not doing very well. But I had lunch with my parents, rested there a little bit, hung on the Discord, and biked back. It was downhill, and then took a shower, decided I wanted to stream and read these patch notes as they come. They will come out in about an hour. So before that, let's do a little bit of Strive. but not a whole lot. I wanna properly do the quote unquote waiting room stream of Granblue vs Rising. So we'll switch it over in about half an hour, or we can just all hang out. Yeah. Gorgonzola says, kind of wondering if we can get some Testament mirror sets. Yeah. I mean, if you have time tonight, I'll quickly do what I'm showing. I'll quickly do a little small presentation of my tips here that I have. And I was going to go watch some vids, high-level vids, but we can play. Sacred Dust says, it's because you're the god. Oh, thank you. I have a long way to go to be a goat. I think you can make #1 Testament if you stream this time more often. I would be so happy. I'll do my best. But I'm happy that you guys are here to welcome me to the cyberspace. Oh no, never mind. What's up? Oh, I need a glass of Coca-Cola. I mean, thank you for that. I don't want to say I can make #1 Testament. There's a lot of fantastic players out there. I'm gonna take out the blur. I feel like, oopsies, that's not taking out the blur. I mean, I guess if I try really hard, I can make it up to top 10 or something like that. But I'm just gonna pour some Coca-Cola into this glass. I'm so thirsty after the bike ride. But yeah, well, when the patch notes drop at 7, I'm going to be rather quick on it, because I need to go to I need to be a normie for about an hour or so. I gotta go to my buddy's going away party, and he's a doctor friend of mine. And before he left, he's one of my favorite doctors in town, because he likes video games. His son plays Smash Brothers, and when I used to hold Smash Brothers events, they would come by and play. And he likes fighting games, but he doesn't play them. But he's moving away from town, so he couldn't bring everything that he has from this town to the next. So he gave me like a Dead or Alive stick. He gave me like 3 sticks. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see in my background back there, but I have a lot of sticks. So many sticks that I have them just displayed on my wall there. Maybe one stream I'll show you guys all my, the fighting game history of these sticks. But I've got a lot of arcade paraphernalia and peripherals. So we got 3 more to put up there. A stick giveaway? Which ones do you want? You want the let's take a look. What do I have there? Oh, this light's kind of bright, isn't it? Can we zoom in? Let's see. Zoom in on this. Oh shit, I'm getting doxxed. We got we got a lot of sticks there. Let's see, starting from the top. Oh my god, we got some Wii sticks. Oh my god. Oh, there you go. There's the top one is like an Xbox stick. Then we got like a PS3 stick, and they're all pretty much broken. I got like a Soul Calibur stick, and my camera just wants to go back to me. Anyway, you guys see it back there. We'll do. Should I do a stick every? I don't think. Here's the thing. I am under the impression that nobody plays on sticks anymore, right? If I gave you guys one of these sticks, you guys won't even play with it, because everyone's doing hitbox. These are like, you guys, most Lily, what was it, Lily Pichu, the massive online creator, whatever, who's playing Tekken now. She doesn't know what these are called. She called one of these, what was it, levered hitbox. And I think she said it unironically. I think she meant I think that's literally what it's been boiled down to, Kind of funny. Yo, Mr. Nedman, how's it going, man? Okay, what's up? How's it going? Hoping these balance changes are kind to Vera. I think we'll see some Vera buffs. And the guy, the Smasher, yo, you got, see me in Smash Brawl. See my snake. I want to see actually, I'll bring out one stick. It's actually behind my cat's bed over there. This one is like my biggest stick. My biggest and my heaviest. I had to make sure there are no spiders on this levered hitbox. But this is my biggest, heaviest stick. It's made out of wood. It's so heavy. Yeah, this is the famous, not famous, but this is the wooden stick that, it's pretty hefty. It's got a lot of girth to it, you know. Anyway, I used this for Marvel 3. Yeah, it was a solid one. Just gonna put it on the ground for now. If you give me a stick, I would never think about buying a hitbox. You know what? It's in your best interest to play on hitbox. I don't want to gaslight you into thinking you should play on stick, because honestly, if you want to do well, you gotta play on hitbox. You know, forget about these levered hitboxes. Go to the actual hitbox and play optimally. But yeah, hope you all doing what's up. Out of wood, yo, it's a fire hazard. That's right. I have to put it down before it catches on fire. Yo, cheesecake, how's it going? What's up? It's called a cross up, a levered hitbox. I guess so. Well, I mean, yo, these are levered hitbox, aren't they? Yo, Lapel, how's it going? Do some companies still manufacture fight sticks? They do, yeah. Quamba does. I have this. I bought this stick by accident, actually. This one's like a really nice stick. I thought this was a PS5 stick. It turns out this is a PC only stick. So this is what I use when I play PC. And yeah, I was gonna return it, but then my wife told me that she really likes this particular arcade stick, and she says if you keep it, I'll play Strive. I'll play Guilty Gear, and I kept it, and she hasn't played Guilty Gear yet, so I'm gonna hold her. Let's hold her to that. Ohio Nagaimasu, let's go. How's it going, man? What's up? What do you mean by accent? You felt like you were while browsing the web. So the story is, I was playing Plus R at Evo, and I was up against Peppery Splash at top 8, and I was playing on my tournament. Was it T2 Plus? The one with Ryu on there. This is 2000. This is Evo 2022. That stick right there, the one with Ryu doing the Wakanda Forever stance, right beside the one that looks like that has Christmas colors. Anyway, that Ryu stick is what I was playing on, and gross. Zoom out. I had this stick for like half a decade at that point. And it's a highly rated stick on Tea.net. So and it's you know, it was worth every penny that I spent on it, because it opens up, it's easy to mod and all that, right? I liked it so much I didn't even change the Ryu art. Oh, the best thing about it also, really easy to get through customs, like, because all my other sticks with like anime art and all that, it's hard to explain what the product is to a normie if it's not Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat related, right? So if I had like custom Ramathel and Dizzy art on one of my sticks, and every time I went through customs, because you know I travel a lot to go to tournaments back in the day, they were like, what the hell is this? And I have to explain to them, oh, you know, I use it for a game, an arcade game that's inspired by Japanese culture. And then sometimes I'll be like, you mean an anime game? Anyway, so I was playing on that stick, Evo 2022, playing against Peppery Splash. I got him in the corner with Dizzy, about to do my Dizzy pressure, but then I did core circle forward heavy for Ice Spike to finish my combo, but nothing came out. So I'm like, okay, let's this is weird. I don't know if this is a problem with my stick or maybe it's my execution. So he countered me, put me in the corner instead, and then I spent the entire round getting cornered by Venom, mashing heavy to see if that button still works. And this is like mid game, mid round, you know, it's tournament, right? And I eventually got the button to work again at the cost of me losing that round. Like, okay, so I couldn't throw him and wake up, but eventually I hit it so hard that it turned back on. And at that point, I'm like, I need a new stick. So I lost against Peppery Splash, and he sent me home actually. So it was top 8. I lost against Elven Shadow, and then I got sent to losers against Peppery Splash, who is obviously like the GOAT as well as Elven Shadow. And yeah, he sent me home. So I went to go buy a stick at that point. I'm like, I need to get a stick right now so that I can play my next game. I'm like, I don't care what it is, you know, just give me the newest stick, the coolest, newest stick, whatever. So I went to Arcade something or other, one of the booths. I bought this stick. I opened it and I'm like, shit, you can't plug it into a PS5 or PS4. So I'm like, okay, do I return or what? And then my wife is there and she's like, you know, I really like this stick. It's got nice weight to it and everything. Why don't you keep it? You know, I'll play Guilty Gear if you keep the stick. I'm like, all right, let's do it. So I kept that stick, and I bought this stick for PS that's compatible with PS4 and PS5, and it's really cool because it has this handle. This is the main selling point, by the way. Quamba Crystal, this handle, really easy to just lug around in a tournament setting. So, but yeah, anyway, that's the story. That's how I accidentally fell on my keyboard and ordered that stick. It's good though. I do like it. Anyway. Should I get a stick with Paracelsus as a stick? That's a good... I like that design. I say yes. Hell yeah. Bring your wife in and teach her Guilty Gear today. She is out camping right now, but she'll be back soon because we both have to go to this morning function. But yeah, anyway, welcome to the stream, everyone. We're gonna be doing a little bit of Guilty Gear, and then after Guilty Gear, we're gonna go check out the Grambley vs. Rising patch notes when they drop in about an hour from now. So what am I doing in Guilty Gear Strive? What are we doing? Yo, Ruchi, what's up? How's it going? I tried teaching. It's hard to teach someone who's like really close to you fighting games. I don't know if I don't know. You have to really it's tough. It's tough because like I'm a harsh teacher, and it's hard to, you know, I don't want her to see my harsh side, you know. All right, what are we doing? Okay, training mode. It's very difficult. We don't game with each other anymore, actually. It's not that we don't like playing with each other, but we just have like different games we play. So, or even if it's the same game we play, it's I don't know. I think we just think on different wavelengths for games. Like, we're playing Dark Souls 3. Oh shit. Sorry, I accidentally put something in my mouth. Hold up. I got hungry. Excuse me, sorry. I don't usually eat on stream, but yeah, we're playing Dark Souls 3, and I like to solo everything. I like to like beat bosses by myself. You know, I'm that kind of gamer. You know? Yo, Flowers, how's it going, man? What's up? Yeah, so I like to just solo bosses and like fight bosses at low level. But she likes to play the game, you know, with, you know, totally geared up, summons friends and that sort of thing to beat the bosses, and that's really how she enjoys the game. And it's really, she plays it really chill, and she really enjoys it that way, and it looks fun. You know, it does look fun, but it's not like my way of enjoying the game. So, you know, we will play the same game, but we kind of do different things. And every once in a while, she'll summon me, and it is pretty fun. Not gonna lie. Like, I know that there's a lot of Dark Souls 3 or, you know, the Soulsborne players who like would gatekeep people who summon, but dude, it's a lot of fun. You know, like I don't know. If they're having fun and they invite you into it, and you're just like, whatever, you know, I already finished this game by myself. This, you know, this is, I want to help someone else enjoy the game. It's actually quite fun, quite a good time. And she does not like it when people invade her. She's like, oh no, these guys are trying to ruin my game. I'm like, don't worry, honey, I got you. And and then I can be here like defender, right? We but then it turns out like people who who invade you are like they have the optimal build. Like they're coming in to like boss mode kill you, you know? So we have to like fight them off. And it's it can be quite a wholesome time. And you know what, that maybe that's like the intention of the game developers for Dark Souls anyway. Like, you know, you just kind of play the game how you want to. I've taught a lot of people different subjects and with different very different thoughts from me, so maybe I think it's easier than normal. It could be, yeah. I think if you have a teaching background, which I don't, it might be easier. But anyway, we got some tips here. Let's go through them. Okay, so Elden Ring co-op. Can Elden Ring be played co-op? All right, just the tip. All right, Mr. Nev, let's take a look at these tips. So first tip here, where am I looking at? Just the tip number 1. And we went through this last stream, but I kind of sped ran through it. Going for instant error-JHJD mixes outside of the standardized setups. What do I mean by standardized setups? I mean like when you have stain state and you go instant error-JHJD. And this, I feel like after watching a lot of pro players play, successful ones, this is a situation that you want to be in a lot. Like this is like, the more times you're in this situation, the higher chance of you winning. Basically, you get him. Basically, you force him into a instant error-JHJD, or you know, any kind of JHJD setup. But after stain state, if you knock him with like a 5k, do instant error dash just like that. You know, unless they have meter, or resources, they have to kind of interact with this JHJD situation. You can either do JHJD, or you can do a 2k low, which by the way, there's a gap there, but only a 1 frame gap. So if they try to mash grab, they're gonna get caught. They can backdash the low, but you can OS it so that it will help kind of mitigate the backdash situation. But anyway, so that's what I mean by standardized setup, like a setup that that's like auto timed, that you have, you know, follows from a hard knockdown situation, such as like a throw, for instance. You know, you walk back a little, instant error JHJD type of thing. So there's that. But there's also situations mid-screen or even in the corner that's not standardized, such as, oh my god, my cat, Ducky, stop! She's just like body slamming the door. I'm sorry guys for the noise in the background. Hey, now, how's it going? What's up? Seamless co-op? Elden Ring co-op isn't mods, incredible players in the game can die and the game doesn't reset. Everyone can just use horse, and beating a boss doesn't send everyone back home. That sounds like cheating, but I guess that sounds also fun. So a non-standardized setup, for instance, something that you have to kind of like eyeball. You see this a lot. If there's stain state in the right, you get a hard knockdown that way. But it's hard for us to, you know, eyeball this JHJD situation. I think I just did it perfectly by accident, right? So yeah, there you go. you can just look and time it, right? But looking at and eyeballing it, kind of tough. So let's try to assist this eyeballing method. And so when you're supposed, and here's the strategy that I've seen. I'm not sure if like pro players do this intentionally, but I've noticed that a lot of pro players would do like a 5p right here, right? Some are here too. Some are here, and then they would go for instant error-JHJD. So this is like a visual kind of ballpark auto time scenario here. So what I think they're doing is they're watching when the opponent hits the ground. When the opponent hits the ground, and then just slightly after, like we're talking like a frame or two after, if you tap 5p and then you mash instant error-JHJD, your JH should set up a fairly meaty JH so that you can do the JH-JD setup. So let's test it out. So that's a little bit early. That's a little bit early, right? So I pushed the 5P just before my opponent wall got knocked down, and look how deep that JH is. So this is a safe jump, right? I'm not able to do a JH-JD here because the JH is coming down too deep. So you know this will work as a safe jump. You know, so let's time it a little bit later. Okay, that was. I'm just good at safe jumps, I guess. There you go. Now let's play it on myself. I'm hold up back, and if it hits fairly meaty or meaty enough, then my opponent isn't able to jump if I'm holding up back as my opponent, right? So I'm not getting hit airborne. This is the kind of JH-JD we want. It will not safe jump. Unfortunately, I repeat, it will not safe jump. Generally speaking, if you're in a situation when you can JH-JD and also Grave Reaper right after, it is not a safe jumpable JH. So let's test out that theory. Yeah, there you go. On a 9 frame DP. So there are specific setups that you can do to make a JH-JD a safe jump, but generally speaking, you cannot. I can go over that in a bit here too, but that's for a different stream. So this is something I've seen, like I believe I've seen CGM do this. I've seen a Japanese player do this. So, and I'm like, why do it looks fancy, right? This 5P and then instant air dash JH-JD. So I had to look into it, and I believe it's because it helps auto time or helps time the JH-JD, and you just watch your opponent as they fall and when they touch the ground. So a little bit after we'll get you the JH-JD, a little bit before we'll get you a safe jump. So that's tip number 1. And a lot of times when I share these techniques, a lot of times I'm like, I'll share something cool and I'll never do it. You notice that? Like, I'm like, oh yeah, this OS is sick, but it's and I'm like, let's try it out. But I'll never do it because it's hard for me to pull off. But I can assure you this one is not hard to pull off, and I do this, and it seems to help me a lot. So this is one of these techs that that's #1 pharmacist approved. All right, so try it out, and hopefully that will elevate your gameplay too. Like these tips, by the way, something like a lot of them I do, and when I do them, it helps my elo. So let it as I'm adding more things that I'm doing, it seems to help me win more, and that as a byproduct, I'm becoming a stronger testament. See that number 92 down there? It used to be number 200, and it's all thanks to me watching these videos, extracting these texts and tips, and you guys kicking my butt too in casual matches. So I'll put that all together, and it's making me a strong player. So thank you for that. Blot Angle, how's it going, man? What's up? Hope you're doing well there, Curtis. Testament is pretty fun. All right, so I'm running out of time here. So let's go ahead and do tip number 2 against Biken. And this will apply against most characters as well. I mean, do we want to be beating down a dead horse here? I say yes. Biken, even though she got nerfed, she's still a problem for me. So I'll take any piece of advice, tips, and all that technique to just make sure I'm winning more against this character. But basically, you guys seen this before, right? How to deal with, basically, I like to always have a way to deal with Biken's parry and also her super. So here's a neat OS that you can do. Basically, the new patch allows you to fully charge your Grave Reaper and make it super meaty. Wait a little bit, then 5H. I'm gonna walk back a little bit too. All right, there you go. So if she parries on wake up, parry cannot interact with the Grave Reaper. And if she supers, let's see. Yeah, let's bully Biken. She supers. Oh shit! All right, so that JH hold up. So this standing heavy slash was a little bit too late, so we got to delay it a little bit more actually. You can do that. Look at that. Delay it a lot actually. Walk back a little bit. See, even if it comes out a little bit, that sounds weird out of context, but even if you just see a little bit of the 5H there, you can cancel that into an FD block. Or if you have meter, you can cancel it into a super. So let me show you one more time. There you go. Because, you know, you sort of like a car cancel situation here. The first 2 frames can be canceled into an action that's like either FD or basically an action. Yeah, you can cancel into another action. In the same way you cancel a clash, actually. Anything you can cancel from a clash, you can cancel into in this situation. Yo, Elucid VT, how's it going? You can micro dash 5H, course go back punch. 5k for true string from Crow. High low if it allows you to react. Oh, in which situation they're lucid? You can micro dash 5H. Like in the corner after a throw? Let me see that. Micro dash 5H. Anoki. Oh, as in after you charged Grave. Oh, I see. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I like that one too. So, same thing. This is what I used to do. This is actually a pre-patch Testament thing before the throw buff. Same thing, yes. But I always mess it up. So yeah, micro dash, fully charged Grave Reaper. And this mash 5H, basically. Same situation. So I'm holding off back. The only thing that is the only gap situation. Oh, hold on. I guess we need a little bit deeper of a micro dash. There we go. There's still going to be a gap between 5H and the Crow, but at that point, like that's, you know, like the opponent can't mash, throw, whatever, right? Even if they 6p that, they're gonna get hit. So they're like essentially jailed in. Same thing to also, yeah, if they super, your 5H should either not come out, or if it's coming out, it's usually frame 1 or 2. So I used to do this actually, but then I thought about it. I'm like, wait, why do this when you can do the easier one, which is just chill a little bit. The only thing is that we lose out on the potential 5k instant air dash situation, which I do like, by the way. But I'll be honest, when I'm fighting against a Biken, like, it's between like 5 other characters. Like I'll lab against Biken, and I'll play 5 other characters, and I play Biken again, and I'm like, oh shit, can I do this? Do I have the capacity to do this right now? And I always mess it up. So this is the new one, which you couldn't have done before. Fully charged right here, walk back a little bit, right? And then 5H is a little bit easier to do, although you do lose out on the instant air dash mix up if you 5k them. And I guess the other reason why I do this is because it's more universal, you know. I like this one because if I'm cycling between that, I mean, okay, so again, I'm a stupid player. I forget a lot of things. I play multiple games, you know. I will forget to do like super character specific things. So if I have a setup that is sort of standardized, just to start off, you know, just as a baseline, that works against more than one character, then that's usually what I'll do. It's just sort of how I play. So against First Soul, for instance, you're walking back far enough so that we're not going to get hit with that DP, hopefully. There you go, yeah. So this worked against Baiken. Same thing here. Right. And I want to test it out against Kai as well. But yeah, thanks for letting me know about that. I actually really like that setup you mentioned. It's like, it used to be my my party trick, actually. You guys want to see something cool? Check this out. And then like, yo, you can car cancel the 5H. That's what I showed. That's what I used to show everybody. There you go. Sort of this. And then RTL. And then we can do some sort of punish. Something like that. The only character I have an issue with is Angie. How do you deal with Angie's parry? Angie's parry is too big. And it procs on the projectile, right? So we can block that. I guess if we block the entire thing, we get, like, it's our turn, but we can't fully punish him. And I take issue with that. You know, I want to be able to punish this guy. So let me know if you have any ideas of what we do against Angie. The only thing I have right now is like this is something I used to do, right? Although that's it. That's all it is. And if you walk back far enough, like, I'm losing out on a lot of like potential pressure here. Alright, a lot of pressure. But if we... Yeah. Okay, so the bird, pretend that bird doesn't come out. There we go. Just walk back a little bit. Oh my god, that was kind of cool, actually. Yeah, we should have enough time to do another button. A lot of times the forward slash doesn't come out, but it comes out in this case, which is kind of cool. Not gonna lie, but it whiffs. Oh, whatever. A lot of times we just get hit, right? Yaruchi, what's up? Yeah. So we just want to walk back a little bit. But I'm not satisfied. I'm not a big fan of this. Because unless we like spend meter or whatever, like our pressure really just ends right there. Wait a sec, hold. I forgot about that move. Okay. Can we do this? Maybe we can do like a far slash wall assault into bird. I don't know if that's a thing, but oh shit. My recording just dialed in that wall assault. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so what happens if they just block it, though? Hold up back. Hold up back after the wall assault. Okay, so they're kind of jailed in there too, but... Right? But, I mean, if they didn't parry super on the first interaction, and they have parry super on the table, they could just parry super at any other point, right? So you gotta be careful. Right there. Or like even the bird. Yeah, that would suck. But either way, I mean, we got something. We got something. So this is a work in progress, actually. So I'll keep working on it, and when I figure something out for Angie, I'll let you guys know. All right, here's the thing that I saw after watching a bunch of high-level play last night. So I didn't stream last night. I wanted to. So instead, I played a little bit. I worked on some videos, some editing, and I'm like, I'll watch some vids too. So I saw IDOM versus somebody at the last TNS, I think Marvello, and I've noticed him doing this a lot. Converting a juggled 5k6h into fully charged Wild Assault, which I don't do, but I get a juggle 5k6h a lot, and I don't really know what to do with it other than Arbiter Sign or Super if I have the meter for it. And even still, the Super doesn't always hit because they're too far away. So let's take a look at that situation. So I'm gonna let's change it to Soul for a little bit here. Sacred Dust says, Nega, Dizzy comes on my birthday. I'm definitely gonna be saving your Dizzy notes. Yeah, I am definitely gonna be making Dizzy notes. I'll do my best to be a solid Dizzy player. I don't want to say number 1 because that's putting a lot of pressure on me, and I mean, I probably don't have as much time as other players out there to make it to number 1, and I don't want to give myself that stress. So we'll do our best. I want to be a very, very good Dizzy player. Yeah, that's right, Mr. Nevin. That's for the Zoomers. Yeah, the Zoomers. Well, I've done my work with Plus R Dizzy. It's time for the Zoomers to do their work for Strive Dizzy, and I'll just be there as backup. You know, I'll be like the coach in Rocky, you know, or the coach in Hajime no Ippo, the old guy who's like, "Get him, boy." I'll be telling you guys what you might want to do and what you might not want to do. All right, here we go. Except I won't die, hopefully. Hopefully I don't die on you guys, just like those characters. Well, I don't know about the character in I don't know about Kamigawa. I don't know. I haven't read ahead in Hajime no Ippo. If he dies, rip. Anyway, hope you all doing well. Let's take a look at this. Guilty Gear Strive. So this is actually segueing from what I was working on before, another tip of mine, which is option selecting this 2H. So if you do Corsical forward heavy and then Corsical back punch, on counter hit the bird is gonna fly, and on non-counter hit the we're just gonna get a Grave Reaper heading up. Now if I hit him with this, I don't really have a whole lot. This is all I have, right? This is like the most consistent thing I have. If I hit him with this, yeah. Right? And I just ended off like that. It's not that great. It's not as good as what would happen if I got a counter hit. Right? Counter hit, we get something real cool, you know, something like that. Now let's put it all together. I hate fighting Testament, says Rip. I don't want to solve the Da Vinci Code to win neutral. Yeah, you just gotta get in and then kill them. So 2H, when it makes contact, dial in Corsical forward heavy, Corsical back punch. Or Corsical forward heavy, half circle back punch if that's easier. Right, that way you on a non-counter hit, you're gonna get the Grave Reaper. And on a counter hit, when it comes out, there we go, we're gonna get bird. And then you get your cool combo. Right, okay. So let's expand on the non-counter, because I get this a lot. Frankly, I get the counter hit more, but I get this a lot more. So, well, how can we expand on that? Well, if we have resources, we can summon the Sedin twins, you know. Sometimes they're too far for all 3 hits, right? That's nice. But if we don't have that meter, we can use our other resource to continue the combo. And then immediately you can do 6. I'm not used to doing this, by the way. 6H like that. Maybe not send your bird out like that. Something like that, right? It does pretty good damage too. I think in this case you want to do a heavy Grave Reaper upwards. But just another tip, I guess. I gotta start doing this more because honestly, even when I have the resources, I just let it end like that. Which is not the worst thing. If that happens, you can probably do... You fit in a Incinerate-SJHJD. You can do that technique maybe that we just showed, which is 5p as a frame, quote-unquote frame kill. We get this situation here too. There you go. Now, what's cool about this, I played around with it yesterday, is that it seems to auto-time a very nice Stained State safe jump situation if you hit him with this 2H. Right here, right? So they... Very nice. Yo, 20 more minutes, let's go. And then I've seen Gekio Dog, I think their name is. The dog VTuber who plays Testament. They do this a lot actually. They either go for the JH high, or they go for like a... They go for a whiffed JS into like an empty low. Cool. Oops. So something like this. Which is not an airtight low. Like it doesn't hit on meaty, rather. So like if I hold up back here, yeah, we're gonna avoid that. But I've seen players do that with some success. But I do like just doing safe jump. And with that Stained State, we can get like a fully charged dust actually. Right. So I'm just gonna block after that safe jump, hold up back, and because I'm not getting hit at all while holding up back, that tells me that it's gapless after the JH, right? So you can do a fully, it's like you're plus enough to do a fully charged dust, which is kind of cool. So make sure you have your fully charged dust combos, which I don't usually have. I do HD, double jump, SHD. So there's that. You can even do like a... I suppose you can just do like a... Just a tap dust. I don't know why that didn't safe jump, but anyway. Tap dust and then like cancel that if you have meter. But I find like a lot of players, including myself, like even though this charged dust in this situation is pretty slow, like people who play fighting games for a long time are programmed to down back block immediately after an aerial hit, right? And you know, if you do that technique, for the most part, if you're trained to do that technique, you know, it's good defense, it's solid defense, or it's or fundamentally okay, good defense, right? You're gonna heighten your chances of like defending the next attack, because usually the fastest thing that comes after an aerial hit and then a land is a low. So doing this, coming from the air, landing and then doing the overhead, if you can, even though it's really slow, will surprisingly open people up. Or maybe unsurprisingly. Anyway, that is, those are, I guess, my tips for today. Try them out. Let me know how it works for you. And I'll try and do this one. I'll do this more. So this fully charged wild assault thing, like it's such a revelation when I saw. I'm like, wow, you can do that. And when you watch Idom play, Idom doesn't do a whole lot of super tricky things, right? Idom sticks with like the fundamentals and has some tricky things, of course, but doesn't need to rely on super tricky stuff to win. You see Idom just do the same, just cashes out on conversions without doing a big combo, and works out for them. I mean, that's thanks to a lot of things, and just Idom just being a cracked player. But it gives me inspiration to, when I watch them play. Anyway, so that dust gets so many people. Same as Oki dust. It works too many times. I know. Yeah, exactly. Dusting in a unconventional situation gets a lot of people for sure. Same as Oki dust. It works too many times. One of the best dusts in the game is Maze. Item's crazy good, but isn't his main Street Fighter 6? I think so. I heard that he just really likes Guilty Gear as well. He plays like a boomer. Yeah, that's right. He just plays the Fireball 66p game very well. All right, that gives me confidence. If he plays like a boomer, maybe this boomer here can pick up Testament very, maybe not as well, but well enough. All right, so I'm gonna change my game category now. So sorry, for whoever want to play. Sorry, Marcus, if you want to play. Maybe not tonight. We're just gonna switch over to Granblue versus Rising right now, because the patch drops at 7 p.m. and I want to be ready. I want to be here reading it. But next time for sure, for real, Granblue Rising. There we go. Ignis says, Idom bullied me so many times. Sacred Dust says, I would love to play against more pros. I want to be. I'll cook as good as I. Sorry, I don't know where I was gonna go with that. I will try to be as strong as possible, and then we can play. Boomers to quote unquote play the game. I played Remy Celeste once, and it was so effing fun. Sure, until then, you owe me 600 nuggets for each day. That interest rate is unforgiving. All right, I don't know. That's I think it's in your best interest not to have that many chicken nuggets, to be honest. Have you tried the new, what is it? Firecracker McChicken? McCrispy? Firecracker McCrispy. It's pretty good. It's got like potato buns, got a nice McCrispy chicken in there, jalapeno crisps, and this nice hot mayonnaise sauce. It's so good. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Is it a Canadian exclusive? Haven't heard of it. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. All right, let's take a look. So I did update this game. Oh, dude, Grandmaster rank? Okay, what's this? Okay, so, all right, chat. I don't usually address you guys as chat, but today I will. Right now, should I try to become Grandmaster with a character? I don't think my internet can handle this. I have to only play like at 6 a.m. in the morning or 1 a.m. at night. I guess also in the morning. But when I play at 1 a.m., I get people, I get like very, very strong players over and over and over. We're talking like tournament winners and stuff because of the matchmaking. I don't know, maybe. Yes, it depends how rough you want it. Go for it if you want. Who should I play? Fairy? 2B with the changes? Oh man. Alright, I was just let's just hop into training with my characters, Fairy and 2B. I was actually just thinking about this. But 2B's, what was it, A150? The her remote mines. The patch notes are kind of like they only like put up 2 lines of her changes, right? And so far it sounds pretty good. So we're talking this move. Yeah. So it says that let's just read the patch notes out. Let me just pull them up. So they changed this move. They changed this move so that when you throw, it like pops right away. So you got like a throw combo, which is kind of cracked. You know, she's a grappler now? Question mark. I'll bring the patch notes up right now, or what's available right now anyway. Turn down the volume for the music. Oh my lord. As soon as I turn on Twitter, first thing, I gotta be careful not to scroll. First thing that shows up is Dizzy. So obviously gotta do the thing, you know? Alright, hold on. Anyway. Let me just find... Okay, so this is the official page, so I'm gonna hope that they don't retweet lewds. I'm gonna scroll down to 2B. So patch notes drop in T-minus 13 minutes. Grandmaster. It'd be cool to be a Grandmaster 2B player. I wanna fight alongside my fellow Yorha member Vermilion. Alright, so here's the a preview of the patch notes. So 2B's A150. So now automatically fires after successful throw. So you know she's a grappler now. So the footage that it's showing is literally that, right? So after you throw, it pops and then you can combo. That does a lot of damage for a throw. That's a lot of damage for a throw. But as you guys know, teching throws isn't the hardest thing in this game. You either push a button or you tap your throw. You either get a soft or a hard tech, and you can do it hella delayed. So not, you know, she's not going to be throw invincible or whatever, right, as she goes for this. So you can react to it. But this is what kind of, I think this blurb right here is actually kind of, this is scary. Right here, this part here is what I think gonna make her really strong. No longer disappears upon blocking. What does that mean? So right now, if I do this, oopsies, I want the music to be off. If I do this, I'm gonna get her to block here too. Throws are reactable? Maybe not reactable, but they are like it's easy to OS them, you know. You just like, as soon as your opponent runs into you and it looks like they're gonna throw, you do like a delayed throw or like a delayed low fast button, and then generally speaking you'll tech a throw if they go for it, or if they go for something else. Generally speaking, I mean, unless it's a move that beats button and throw, generally speaking, you're going to be okay. So the delay teching is strong in this game. So I'm going to do this, and then it goes away, right? So if I do this and I do a whip, you know, let's see, hypothetically, let's say you do a combo that, or you do a block string that ends like with something like that, or even if you just do this and Fairy does a long range thing, right? If it's negative enough, we might be able to punish it, right? because I believe the startup of the activation is pretty fast. Or even like as an Abare, you know, if this stays up and you're blocking, and then at the when you get the opportunity, you activate it. A lot of times this move actually trades in 2B's favor because the projectile stays on there like freaking Dizzy in plus R, and it shocks him after you know, after 2B gets hit. So it's I think it's just having this on, you have like a full screen normal basically available more readily, and you can even block with it on, right? And you can throw them and like do a big ass combo. So I want to double check with 2B and see how fast that is. So Richie says you can also tech with normals, however you get worse frame data -6. If I remember what's the start of activation. Can be really scared depending on that. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So 2B's A50, A250, so A150 volt. Startup is 12 frames. So doesn't quite punish like light whip grab. But can you guys think of any like... There's got to be moves in this game where it's like -12 or 13, but pushes you far enough so that you can't get punished, right? I can't think of one right now, but I'm sure there are. So, and also, like I said before, once it activates, it like comes out, and if it trades, then it's usually quite often it's in 2B's favor if she has a light for it, of course. Does it also react with her projectiles? Does it chip? I do believe it should chip. Let's double check. And the thing about this move is that once you place it on your opponent, you can't do any other pod attacks. So you can't gun them down. But hey, you know what? The patch notes aren't out yet. You never know. They might change that, right? In fact, this frame data here might change too. It could be the same. It could be faster. It could be even slower. So we don't know for sure. Alright, so with pod out, if you just push, once pod's doing this, if you push, like you can't do any special attacks, but that's okay. Some of her normals are projectiles, I don't remember. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, you do. In that case, yeah, you do have this. What is it? There you go. You got this projectile. Alright, so you do have projectiles. That's kind of fun, actually. So I wonder if like the meta is gonna be, yeah, just put this on them. If they get you to block, then whatever, you know, you got this full screen Abare. Now I think someone noted something interesting on this vid tier too, and that is her SKL. So it looks like, I don't know if her SKL is still regenerating when this is on. It does look like it, actually. I don't know if you can see it. So, what? No way. Is it regenerating? Okay, it regenerates there. Maybe it regenerates at a slower rate, but you can actually see just a little tick of regeneration from this to here. You know, even up to there, and then after you start comboing, it starts regenerating more or a little faster. And of course, when you do like one of your command, you know, one of her Gatlings, if you will, it regenerates more. So interesting. Yeah, when the notes are out, I think I'm gonna beeline to 2B. I want to see more changes for her. But yeah, in 5 minutes they should be coming out. I'm just gonna camp out on this page. Be careful not to click on any of these other buttons. This button right here on my Twitter is the don't click on that when I am live. Don't ask me why. If I click on that, I'm in big trouble. So that's like the button we're not supposed to click. It's not detonating though. Some are projectiles. I don't remember how 2B works. Not gonna lie, it's not detonating. Detonating when and where? On the... Click on it. Got it. All right, you got it. Roger that. All right, refresh. Yeah. So when the patch notes drop, which is in about 4 minutes, I'm gonna do my best just to like read them, give a little small bit of commentary, give my limited knowledge, commentary or insight of the game or of the change, because I don't play any other characters other than 2B and Fairy. Actually, I played a little bit of Vera, so I'd be able to recognize Vera buffs or nerfs. Hopefully, we'll see buffs, and I'll be able to recognize some Beatrix things because right after Combo Breaker, I played a bit of Beatrix. She's cool. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys are doing well. What's up? How's everyone's day? Igna says, yo, you watching the new Alien movie? They say it's pretty good. Haven't seen it yet. Alien Romulus? Not yet. I've watched the Deadpool versus Wolverine on like the second day it dropped, and I quite enjoyed it. I like that one. So if you guys haven't seen it and you like Marvel movies, or even if you just like, you know, Hugh Jackman or Deadpool, then I do recommend watching it. And I'm sure if you haven't watched it yet, you've probably been spoiled with a bunch of the stuff. I have to watch it too. I hope Pokemon Trainer Dhalsim finally gets a buff. Pokemon Trainer Dhalsim. Are you talking about Fairy? I hope Pokemon Trainer Dhalsim with blue hair also gets buffed. Yeah, Fairy. I would love that. I would love that. Did you ever watch the Grammy anime? I did, Sigurd Dust. I watched the first season, and I didn't like it. It was too, I don't know. Okay. Before I say any more, I did watch part of the second season like a month ago, and I liked that. I liked the pacing and the storytelling and the writing of the second season that focuses primarily on like Vera and Catalina in the first chapters. I liked that one a lot. It had a lot of emotion and like good writing, but the first one seemed very forced and definitely like manufactured. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of characters in the franchise. Let's just put them all in, and maybe they'll recognize them. And I also did not like that stupid little dragon sidekick. Oh, that guy's Vern. That guy's so annoying. But season 1 had good art. Season 1 had really good art. It had really good animation. You know, there's one scene in like episode 1 where Catalina is just like running, and it looked good. You know, she's like running to like beat up 3 guys, and she runs like, you know, it looks good. It looks good. But the writing, and yeah, I didn't, you know, they didn't have Fairy in there too, so I didn't like it. But I'm excited to see more of season 2, and I hear Fairy is in there, so hopefully they do her justice. So Mr. Nevna says season 1 was kind of sleep, cash grab. Yeah, that felt like a cash grab. Yeah, that's what it felt like. Never actually got through season 1. You know what? That's I don't think you're missing a whole lot, to be honest. The only good thing about season 1 was that there's Catalina in there, and she's cool. Okay, the notes are here. All right, let's go. Notes. All right, here we go. Patch notes are live. Here's a rundown. All right, let's do this. All right, let's clear our throat with some Coca-Cola. Beauty. All right, let me drop the link here for you guys. If you guys want to read it, and go ahead, go for it. All right, hopefully this angle is okay for you guys. This angle of my face looking up on my screen. All right, so here's a Twitter post to introduce the notes. Version 1.50 patch notes are live. Here's a rundown of what's in store. So new character Verzucia, story mode update, adjustments for all playable characters, new Grand Bruise mode, hell yeah, let's go, new features, and bug fixes. Bug fixes, what, are they going to be doing something with that bug called Near? And the bug called 2B is not the best character? Anyway, let's go. Better not be in Japanese. Okay, nice. Alright, here we go. Verzusia joins the fight. Hopefully I'm saying that right. She looks like a great looking character. I already like her design. She's got blue hair. You guys know how I feel about blue haired characters, whether you're Fairy, Dizzy, Lucina. They're usually characters that I like. So new playable character Verzusia has been added in addition to a new Grand Bruise game mode and major balance adjustments for the entire roster. New DLC character. Verzusia has been added as a playable character. Verzusia has been added as a premium avatar. A music track, weapon skins, badges, titles, card designs, sticker, weapon cutout, and figure studio poses and expressions for Verzusia have been added. Verzusia has been... must be unlocked as a playable character to access these features except 6. Oh, damn. Okay, we actually have to play the game. Yo, if people are just listening to me, and they're hearing me say this name over and over and I'm saying it wrong, I'm so sorry. I apologize. Okay, so Verzusia has been added to the Rupee shop under special content. Wait, so you have to... must be unlocked. Okay, so you unlock it by paying for it. Okay, roger that. So not by playing story mode or anything like that. Alright, well, we can take a look at the character guide if you want. Maybe I'll do that after the fact. We'll do that later. I want to read these notes. So, go ahead and click on this if you want to check it out beforehand. But I am not going to check it out right now because I just want to read the notes. So here you go. I'll drop the link here. In fact, you know what I'll do? I'm going to pin the URL of this onto my chat, and then we'll continue reading here. Just for anyone who like sees my stream, they're like, "Oh, let's click on this." See, and I want to just see the notes. There you go. All right, there it is. Okay, so battles and online matches. Hopefully there's some fixes with matchmaking. So a new stage, 0.0 Twilight, has been added. It can be unlocked by finishing episode 82 when tomorrow comes in story mode. I didn't know that there were many episodes. Excuse me. I didn't know that there were that many episodes. All right. Grandmaster versus rank added. Held by the 10 players with the highest master point rankings for each character. Master points are earned after reaching master rank with a character. Master points will be reset with the addition of Grandmaster after this update. Okay, so you gotta win. If you want to become the best 10 players and get that Grandmaster versus rank, you gotta be winning in Masters mode and accumulate those points. A battle season system has been implemented. Battle seasons will reset periodically along with any Masters points accumulated. Players who have maintained the Grandmaster versus rank when a season reset will earn special rewards. See here for details. Oh, interesting. I'll put that at a different tab there. An RTT indicator allowing players to see connection ping quality before matches has been added to online lobby match stations. That's good. That's awesome. Okay, good quality of life buff. You know, probably bad for me given that my internet is really bad and I can't really help it. Even when I'm wired. Actually, I'm always playing wired. It's just always bad. Okay, but people can avoid me if they want to now, based on my connection. A player's current online lobby is now displayed under status in the following list. Players can now select jump to the same location in the follow list to join the same lobby as another player. A new minigame, Robomi Epic Clash, has been added to online lobbies along with minigame stations. I think that is a like a reaction kind of game. Kind of like that Kirby, the minigame in the Kirby All-Stars for the Super Nintendo. You just like something happens, like you see something appear on the screen, you gotta push the button real quick to react. And then it shows your response time. There you go. This is actually kind of neat. I like this. We'll play this for sure. Players can now play mini-game station mini-games in online lobbies while on standby for a match. I like this. Is kind of cute, actually, this pixel art. Players detected to be abusing matchmaking will be penalized, in addition to investigations conducted on prior offenders. Damn. All right, let's go. I like that. I like that. Okay, so arcade mode changes. Upon fulfilling certain conditions, Versusia will appear as a boss character. Players can now continue after losing against Luculius. Didn't know that was a thing. Story mode, new episode 82, When Tomorrow Comes, has been added. A partner will join you in battle in episode 79, Endless Light. I've not played the story mode, so that doesn't really affect me a whole lot. Alright, Grand Bruise. A new game mode, Slime Blaster, has been added. It can appear as the second stage. Alright, see me in Slime Blaster. Same, says Mr. Nevnev. Yeah, news to me. News to me. You guys tell me if the story mode is worth doing. Players can now hold down the attack button to attack repeatedly. Alright, so these are Grand Bruise changes. I will just skip them for now. That is a lot of changes. You guys can go ahead and read it. These are not main games changes, so we won't go through them, but yeah, lots of different changes here for the Fall Guys version of this game. Yoruchi says, I never played the story too. Alright, so store, new weapon cutouts added. Okay, it doesn't really affect the battle system. Alright, here we go. So there's other changes here too. I'll let you guys read them. Not as important as the battle and character adjustments. All right, here we go. This is the meat and potatoes. This is the bread and butter of these patch notes. The philosophy of these changes is to refine overall game balance. Along with adjustments being made to universal actions, we've made individual changes to the entire roster. Woo! We're gonna see some fairy changes and also near changes. Our primary focus was to highlight their individual strengths while carefully evaluating the balance of risk and reward. This also meant weakening some powerful characters and exploitable tools that minimize the opponent's agency, reaping rewards disproportionate to the task taken. That is a sentence. Since these adjustments involve significant changes to the game's overall balance, we will continue to fine-tune things while incorporating player feedback. That is a nice choice of words. I'm surprised. For further details on what has been changed, please see the adjustments below. Okay, we know what these buttons are. Alright, system-wide changes. For universal actions, system-wide changes, for universal actions, focus was put on making it harder to convert advancing attacks in mid-range combat, such as various ultimate skills and dash L, into significant damage. Differences in each character's respective concepts and traits, such as hit confirming and extending combos from ultimate skills, directly affected their rewards when landing one. We've aimed to correct these disparities. On the other hand, all characters can now dash... Excuse me, hold up. I read a little bit ahead and it messed me up because this sounds really cool. On the other hand, all characters can now connect dash L into close standing medium attack. Wow. Fairy? That's cool. Fairy? Question mark? 2B? What? No. wait. Does 2B? No. Nothing happens with 2B. Scaling has been increased to lower the overall reward for landing a dash L, narrowing the gap in combo potential between characters. Additionally, ultimate skills have been made easier Additionally, ultimate skills have been made easier to punish by reducing the amount of pushback and increasing the recovery. Raging chains were also adjusted, targeting the powerful utility of canceling a standing or crouching L into a raging strike and raging chain and reducing the amount of damage dealt early in one combo. Overall, these changes aim to reduce the damage from simple yet powerful actions, while combos while addressing the imbalance in rewards between characters. So, really quick here, like crouching L into raging strike, or crouching L into raging. Basically, yeah, if you do crouching L into raging strike as a defensive OS, it's really strong actually, because you know sometimes, especially against 2B. So 2B's running at you. She does float. You know, she's trying to like bait like a delayed tech grab. She runs up and does a float JH, for instance. And the other guy, you know, the opponent, the defender, does like 2L into raging strike, like like chains that, right? Only a 2L will come out. Your 2L will probably recover faster than her JH, right? And then you just block, you defend, right? Or if she does a, you know, puts you in block stun, then you would cancel your block into the alpha counter, for instance. Anyway, I've not watched World Trigger. Completely off topic. Sacred Death says, I was wondering if you have watched World Trigger. Yo, is it good? Should I watch it? Let me know. Alright, so let's read the details here. So they summarize it up here. Let's get into the nitty and gritty. Dash L. The latter part of Dash L can be cancelled into close standing M, allowing all characters to chain Dash L into close standing M. Okay, so it's not like a forced link situation. It literally just cancels into it. When used to start a combo, it now counts as the second hit, applying a third hit 70% damage scaling to any following attack. Every subsequent hit will scale an additional 10% to a maximum of 20% damage scaling. Skills that have multiple hits will be counted as a single hit. In this instance, does not apply when used mid-combo. Okay, jump attack. Performing a jump attack during the ascent of a jump or high jump now counts as a third hit, applying a fourth hit 60% damage scaling to any following attack. I don't really know what this means. A jump attack during the ascent of a jump, so a rising button. This does not apply when used mid-combo while using aero maneuvers such as Zephyr or while in the descent of a jump. Let me know what this means, guys. I can't think of a situation where you're doing a rising air normal. Maybe as like an anti-air, maybe? And why does it count as a third hit? I don't know what that means. Raging Strike. Any raging chain performed after the second hit of a combo now has 50% damage scaling. Okay. This does not apply when following a guard crush inflicted by Raging Strike. Use skills, ultimate skills. When used to start a combo, it now counts as a second hit, applying third hit 70% damage scaling to any following attack. Okay, does this mean are they using terminology of like an auto combo, like first, second, and third of an auto combo, and like the damage scaling that happens during that, maybe? When starting a combo with the ultimate skill, the SBA gauge will fill more slowly during the combo. Okay. So that's like a significant nerf to like say Beatrix, but she already got nerfed. Skybound or Super Skybound. When used to start a combo, it now counts as a third hit, applying fourth hit 60% damage scaling to any following attack. The block button. On wake up, recovery, and mid-air recovery, pressing the block button while inputting an attack will not prioritize attack without blocking. So I think this, I don't know, this seems like it's trying to eliminate some sort of OS, offensive defensive OS. But anyway, let's take a look at the changes here. So because I play 2B, let's just jump to the characters that I play first. I'm curious to see what 2B has. Okay, so we'll do it not in order, but we'll take a look at 2B and then Fairy so we can get really excited. And then we'll go down the list of changes. Okay, so 2B. You guys check out the last Nier Automata episode. It was pretty good. Actually, it was a recap episode, so it wasn't that good. But it still had something at the end there. All right, here we go. Summary of changes. In our previous adjustments to 2B, we decreased the recovery speed of her SKL gauge. Now we've revisited her skills and made further adjustments in order to better suit her playstyle. I like who's writing this. Whoever wrote this has very good, like a very good grasp of English. The SKL gauge recovers faster both under normal conditions and while taking damage. Okay. It also replenishes during skill actions except for pod A. Oh. This is like an overall buff. That's good. So it replenishes during skill actions. Pod A being, I think that's just her gun, right? Pod A. Yeah, so this is Pod A. So it doesn't recover during this move, but it recovers during the other move still. Probably very slowly, as we saw in the Twitter clip. 2B's double jump, a unique advantage she has over the roster, will not consume skill gauge before. What the? No! Why? Okay, alright. Whatever. Balance. There's a balance to these things. Additionally, grabbing pod mid-air will continuously deplete SKL gauge until cancelled, given its unique offensive capabilities. So basically, to do her, okay, so I mean that kind of makes sense. To run up and grab pod, do a JH is a very solid way to like blow up a delayed tech grab. Although it's not the best. There's definitely better ones. But yeah, you can't just spam it now. Her various pod programs have now been generally enhanced. A significant change is that A150 Volt, which is her kind of like she applies a remote mine to you, then she can activate it. Now restores SKL gauge while active and no longer disappears when 2B blocks an attack. This is really good because if she can just hold on to it and use it as like a long range Abare. It's a 12 frame startup, so I'm sure it'll catch a lot of moves that are negative but like puts you far away enough for most characters not to punish. It also activates automatically upon successful throw, making her a pretty tough, making her like a grappler almost. The SKL gauge consumption of her ultimate skills has been reduced. Okay, standing M. Her standing M attack, which has effectively been used as a dash L attack for other characters, has had its travel distance reduced. RIP. As a trade-off, her momentum during normal attacks performed in the latter part of evasive maneuver has increased, enhancing her mid to long range combat potential. I believe evasive maneuver is what they call her dash. Yeah, this dash attack. So she gets more momentum with it. Okay, so that seems pretty fair. Seems like a pretty fair change. Self-destruct can now be triggered by pressing 4 buttons simultaneously. Damn, yo, we're gonna see the self-destruct meta in addition to the previous 720 input. Moreover, she can be chained. Moreover, it can be chained from a third hit of her attack protocols and will not activate quickly enough to form a true. What? Yo, the self-destruct meta? That's awesome. With these adjustments, we've updated 2B's ease of use rating from 3 to 4. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Exciting things. All right, let's start from the top. And we're gonna use, I'll have my other screen here too for us to go back and forth to like give you a visual of what these moves are. Because a lot of times they're just like severing us all. What is that? Okay, SKL gauge. SKL recovery when taking damage has been increased from 25 to 50% of normal recovery speed. Normal recovery speed has also been increased. SKL gauge now recovers during skills except Pod A, which is the gun. Just a neutral downwards shooting gun. Standing M, travel speed and distance reduced. Fair enough. Evasive maneuver, which is her unique skill, the dash. Okay, frame advantage after successful parry of dash L has been reduced from 9 frames to 4 frames. Okay, so she could previously in the previous patch parry a dash L and just fully punish it. So she can't do that now. She just gains her turn. Evasive maneuver going forward. Counter hittable duration has been increased by 4 frames and now matches up with each action's cancel window. I don't really know what that means, to be honest. 2B's travel distance has been increased when canceling into a normal attack during the latter part of evasive maneuver. So she can zoom in really quick and do a very far advancing attack. Okay, grab pod now consumes 1 SKL gauge on activation and continues to consume 1 SKL gauge roughly every 60 frames or 1 second while active. 2B will automatically fall to the ground when used with less than 1 SKL gauge, or when SKL gauge runs out. Now has unlimited duration, but 2B will fall to the ground when the SKL gauge reaches 0, so it doesn't really have unlimited duration. 2B is no longer counter-hittable while falling. I didn't know she was. Okay, good to know. The follow-up of grab. So grab follow-up. So this is the kick. She's grabbing and she does like a helicopter kick, which you never see, by the way. Now consumes 1 SKL gauge roughly every 60 frames while active. Oh, maybe this isn't the kick. This is just holding on to it. Remove limit upon follow-up attacks that can be used during grab pod. Remove limit on follow-up attacks used during... What? So wait. Can she hold on to it and just keep doing JH? Is that what I'm seeing? Removed limit on follow-up attacks that can be used during grab pod can now be used any number of times until 2B lands or falls. What? I thought she could always just do a kick. I don't know. Maybe we haven't tested. Okay, hold up. Okay, so I can only do 2. So I guess in the new patch you can do more than 2. Maybe you can anti-air 5U or 6U combo more consistently now. Oh, maybe you can. That could be. Maybe, yeah, you're right. Because you can run farther and closer, get up closer and combo. Severing Assault. Damage on 4th hit has been reduced by 200 points. Okay, so what is Severing Assault? Sever. So this is... My pictures are dead. Okay, so this is the heavy combo. The heavy combo. Mashing heavy. Damage on 4th hit has been reduced. Okay. So multi-strike protocol. Heavy during heavy during assault, striking assault, or light during striking assault. Damage on the strike part has been reduced by 200 points. Damage on the projectile has been increased by 300. Strike part now causes wall bounce. Okay, so that's gonna be helpful for combo. This is the baseball bat. By the way. So double jump now consumes 1 SKL gauge and can no longer be used with less than 1 SKL gauge. Okay, that's ripperoni, but it is what it is. Pod A, which is the gun, now launches foes. Now launches grounded foes. Okay, so wait, what? Launch height has been increased. It is now air recoverable even on grounded hit. So you get a knockdown? Basically, you get some sort of knockdown situation. Right now, what does it look like? What does it look like right now? Okay, so standing. So like you get... Maybe you get a combo in the corner? I don't know. Yeah, but you certainly... Yeah, you get something. Some sort of pseudo knockdown. Secret Dust, I'm probably gonna go sleep now. Sounds good. Yeah. Feeling very tired. You gotta wake up early tomorrow. Have a great day, y'all. Sounds good, Secret Dust. Thank you so much for hanging out. You have a good night. Pod B, hit stop on counter has been increased. Okay, increasing the window of follow-up attacks by 8 frames. This is the laser. This would be this move. So more hit stop on that. Oopsies. And then pod C, this is the missiles. Hit stop on counter has been increased, increasing the window for follow-up attacks. Okay, that's nice. So easier to combo after counter hits. Okay, wire. This is grappling hook. Whiff recovery has been decreased by 9 frames, decreasing total animation on whiff from 66 to 57 frames. Okay, that's awesome. Wire speed has been increased. Damn, that's awesome. That's good. So a lot of times if you're fighting at full screen, I feel like even if you wanted to react with this move, the projectile hits you sooner than sooner than it attaches to your opponent. But now maybe not. Mid-air hit stun has been increased, so that helps with combos. Some fast movement skills would cause the wire to go through foes, so the rear hit box has been expanded. Okay. Hammer time. They buffed my boy Henri. He's Daigo now. All right, so the hammer. So that was what Yaruchi said. The clean hit hitbox ground bounce effect has been adjusted. The entire front part of the skill used to be considered the clean hitbox, but now only the body of the hammer is considered clean hit. What? So maybe it's a wider clean hitbox. Pushback for everything but a clean hit has been reduced. Okay. Wave. What is wave? A080. Okay, hold up. Wave. Alright, so this is the hot bomb. The bomb that she did, her throw bait move. Okay, let's see what happens. Launch height has been slightly increased. Okay, so that's gonna make it easier to combo off of. Okay, Volt. This is the remote mine. No longer disappears if 2B blocks an attack while active. SKL gauge now recovers 25% normal speed while active. Okay, so it's doesn't cause as much penalty just to like activate it or place it on your opponent rather. So the follow-up, total animation reduced from 50 to 40 frames. Okay. So maybe it won't trade as much as it used to. Now activates after successful throw. Okay, so R010 laser. So now consumes 3 SKL gauge instead of 4. So this is I believe these are the ultimate skills. So let's double check. What's R10 laser? R10 laser. Yeah, so this is the ultimate beam. And then Mirage. Mirage is... Oh yeah, that's a DP. And then, of course, Bomb is the lockdown attack. Okay, so no longer cancelled if 2B is hit after the first bomb's hit activates. Okay. No longer cancelled if 2B is hit after the first bomb's hit activates. Does this affect how it interacts with the guard cancel, maybe? Interesting. Wait. So, hypothetically, what happens right now, actually? Hold on. Alright, actually, before we test it out, let me read the last little bit. Self-destruct command can now be executed by pushing all 4 buttons, light, medium, heavy, U, as well as doing the 720. A third hit of striking assault, slashing assault, or severing assault can now be cancelled in the self-destruct combo, but the skill will whiff if 2B is too far from the foe. I wonder if you can do like safe jump stuff with this. Does self-destruct have invincibility frames? It does. Oh my god. Okay, here's an idea. I got an idea. Are SBUs, if any like SBU or whatever reversal, this actually could be really good. If there's any reversal that has a total frames of, I don't know, like 65 or more, you can use this as a safe jump to like guarantee activation if they TP. Anyway, I don't know if reversals are built like that, but there might be 1 or 2. All right. I'm getting ideas. Okay, so bomb can no longer be cancelled if 2B is hit after the first bomb's hitbox activates. So let's take a look at what it looks like now. Oh, let's also ban this guy. I think if you whiff 2 U bombs, the move is harder to punish before it stops being active. So let's, for instance, do that for now. So if So, I mean, the bombs are still active, right? After they do a alpha counter. But I wonder... Okay, so it doesn't really affect the Oki situation, that setup situation. So it doesn't interest me a whole lot. You're so happy, says Gorgonzola. Let's go. So far I'm happy with these TV changes. I'm excited to see how this character plays out. Cool changes. Alright, that's a lot of reading. I don't know if I can get through this in like half an hour. But we'll do our best. Alright, so that's one character. I won't provide as much commentary to the other ones. This is a lot of reading, by the way. But let's take a look at Fairy. Let's take a look at Fairy. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, Fairy. Summary of changes. Fairy excels in long-range combat using the reach of her whip to keep foes at bay. However, we found that skill gaps between players could lead to one-sided dominance. To address this, her far-setting M and heavy attacks can now be blocked mid-air, making it easier for opponents to approach by jumping. At the same time, Fairy often lacked options to stop an advancing foe, so we strengthened some of her skills to counter them. Okay, I'm okay with that. But weird for them to just nerf her. All right, so I'm hoping her options to stop advancing foes, like, I hope she gets like a lot of them, because this is not something that I don't think this was a big problem. That's stupid. What are they doing to Fairy? What the? Okay, hold up. Let me read this. Okay, Light Gespenst. That is her whip grab. Although its range has been slightly reduced. Okay. Now swaps Fairy's position with the foe upon successful grab when followed by heal. Okay. This change allows her to turn the tables by swapping places, addressing her previous difficulty in cornering opponents and escaping from corners herself. Okay. Wonder what her frame data is after. The startup for medium Gespenst has been reduced. Okay, it can now be charged. Okay, I like that. This adjustment makes it possible to chain it from attacks like crouching heavy. The rewards for landing a heavy or huge Gespenst has been improved on hit and block respectively. Okay. Okay, so Fairy's dash H, which is her cartwheel, she switches sides, has been enhanced with increased ground bounce on hit, allowing for follow-ups like her far-standing L. In exchange, it is now more clearly punishable when blocked. Okay. Can't have everything, I guess. That's weird. So basically, she can combo after doing her cartwheel. Although it's not tricking anybody. This move is not like mixing people up. So I don't know. I feel like maybe they shouldn't do that. Make it more clearly punishable and blocked. All right, this move, Vergiften. What is that? Vergiften. That is okay. Oh, the ball super. I should know the names of these moves. Now deals more hits even if blocked. Okay, Fairy can now use its block stun to land an overhead with her jumping L. However, due to the system-wide changes affecting jump attacks during ascent, the overall reward from this combo has been reduced. Oh shit, that sucks. What? Come on. I read that thinking, who uses jumping ascending attacks, and like my character does literally. What? Okay, so Fairy's not eating very good, this one. Unless let's read it. Let's just read it. Maybe the details will help. Oh man, I'm not happy with this. Really? Why do they just... Anyway, they're really scared to make her strong. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, far-standing M can now be blocked midair. Far-standing heavy can now be blocked midair. Dash M. This is her overhead. Travel speed and distance have been increased. Okay, I like that. Dash heavy has been reduced. Recovery has been reduced by 5 frames, -3 to -8, so you can like just clearly punish it. Now causes ground bounce on standard hits. Knockback has been adjusted to follow-ups even on ground hits. So I mean, like I said before, no one's getting tricked by this move. You know, it's not a cross-up. You just block it. The only thing I can think about is if your back's against the corner and you want to side switch, you're gonna hard read a move, right? An attack. I think Yule it's good against certain Yule strings in the corner. But now with the light whip grab changed, I don't think that's even. I don't know. I don't think this is very relevant in terms of side switching. Okay, so the light whip grab pull range has been slightly shortened. Okay, so the whip grab into pulling him back to get over here. Pull strength has been increased, swapping sides with the foe. Okay, kind of cool. But also kind of changes a lot of my setups, but that's okay. Those setups weren't real anyway. Okay, the medium whip grab. Startup has been reduced by 3 frames, from 32 frames to 29 frames. Can now be charged with a maximum of 44 frames. Heavy whip grab into get over here, the pullback. Launch height has been increased, making follow-ups easier. Okay, that's good because a lot of times if you do it at max range, you don't pick them up. Can now be followed up with additional attacks from close and long ranged. Okay, so the heavy whip grab pull strength on block has been increased. Okay, so Beppo, this is your DP. Light and medium DP. Knockback when blocked midair has been adjusted to increase distance. Okay, that's good. That's good because a lot of times, like, this is one of her fastest ways to DP, to quote unquote anti-air, which they can block. Light Beppo. So the problem with light Beppo is that the way to deal with it is literally just jump in and block, right? You'll land right in front of Fairy and just do a full punish. So I'm really hoping that this increased distance does not allow your opponent to be able to just land and just destroy you. So we'll have to test that out. Okay, so medium hula hoops, medium trombe. Startup has been reduced from 24 to 21 frames. Oh, okay, so this so maybe some strings can be gapless, or at least mash. Maybe you can't mash them, because a lot of times you do like a block string into medium trombe, and then your opponent just mashes a button, gets out, and kills you. Ultimate trombe, ultimate hula hoops pull range has been expanded. Okay, so maybe I think that is to. I don't know. Does that mean it hits from farther away? I'm not too sure. All right, so medium GG. Travel arc. So this is the medium dog. You know, GG. Her arc projectile. The Dalsum, basically. Dalsum fireball arc. Travel arc has been expanded against ranged foes. I don't know what that means, I'll be honest. Ultimate GG. So GG just runs from the ground and just shocks you. Launch height has been increased and knockback has been reduced, making follow-ups easier. Okay, that's good. So you can combo from it a little bit better. Maybe if you do it full screen, you can get like a full combo now. Cheesecake says it's dash L into CM a big change for Fairy. I think it is. It makes her a little bit more aggressive. Einball. Einball. Oh wait, this is a standing U, I believe, right? It's a weird name for it, but Einball, yeah. So heavily underutilized move. Hit stop has been increased by 5 frames when blocking the final hit. Oh! So, okay, this is cool. The thing about this move is that it does like a buttload of chip damage. So if you do this and you're +3, that's actually kind of nice. You can do this and continue pressure. Do this on their wake up. For Gifton, which is her ball super, hit count has been increased from 5 to 8. Total damage dealt has not been changed though. And Heinrichnen, which is, how do you say Heinrich? What was I spelling there? What was it? H-I-R-I. Oh! Oh! Okay, what changes? So, Heinrichten. Please be cool changes. This is her install. No longer reduces damage from normal throws, raging strikes, raging chains, and brave counters. What? No longer reduces damage from throws, raging strikes, chains, or brave counters. I didn't think you did reduce damage. Okay, not as cool change as I thought. You know what cool change would be if you finish it off with something. Shit, that's really okay. So a cool change for install is if you she gains a brave point just doing it, or something like that, right? Is that a whole lot to ask? Oh man, I don't know about these changes for Fairy. Maybe the system changes will make it easier for her, but let's just say if she had these changes and she got plopped into what Granblue versus Rising is right now, she'd still be shit. I feel like she wouldn't be. I don't think she'd be that strong still, especially since like JL doesn't do as much damage, and JL combos like her instant overhead, like they don't do as much damage right now as it is. So, and that's like one of the interesting things about her. So I don't know. Let's maybe my tune will change once I start reading changes for other characters. But I feel like I'm a little sad. Okay. Yo, Random PG, how's it going? Genuine question: who is the most fun zoner in this game? I want to try this game out. Looking at this list here, I like Fairy. I have a lot of fun playing Fairy. She's kind of tough to play. I can't tell you off experience if like Matera is fun, or Eustace is fun, or Henri. I'm not too sure, but I have a lot of fun playing Fairy. Alright, I'm looking at the time. That took a long time just to read, but I mean, I have a lot more input to say about Fairy than other characters. Let's go ahead and read it from top to bottom. This is going to be a long stream. I might have to cut it off short and like and go over the other characters in another stream, or maybe I won't. Why don't we go ahead and read? Okay, it's because my time is limited. I'm gonna go ahead and read characters that I played, and then we'll go from top to bottom. So I played 2B, I played Fairy, Masters with both those characters. Let's go ahead and see what Vera has. I played a little Vera and I played a little Beatrix. So let's do those two, and then I'll read from top to bottom here. And if I have to go, I might have to just bounce. Okay, so Vera's most unique trait has always been the fact that she can transform to make herself more powerful, but the merits of transforming weren't always clear. The only way to transform is to hit your foe with the Blade of Light or to spend some of her SBA gauge, both of which are rather risky moves. So we strengthened her skills after transformation, so the payoff makes more sense. Good. Air Dash and Grace View, which can only be used after transforming, have their frames adjusted to increase Vera's mobility. Landing from Grace View can now be executed sooner. I think this is the dive kick follow-up. And falling strikes can now cause Vera to land behind her foe, which will now cause her to turn and face them. Due to this change, new pressure options open up, such as a land into a jumping attack or an advance behind the foe into a falling strike. Grace View can now be cancelled into a light, medium, summon Luminara, allowing Vera to continue applying pressure in waves. So let's take a look at Vera, and I don't know what Grace View actually is, so let's get a visual of what Grace View is. Next. Oh, this is the flip. This can be cancelled into summon Luminara? That's interesting. The distance of L and medium summon Luminara would appear. Sorry, the distance of light and medium summon Luminara would appear made it difficult. What? Would appear made it difficult to use. So now tracks foes a little bit more. Ultimate Summon Luminera now activates slower and tracking radius has been reduced, but in return the payoff is now greater. As an example, a triple attack into Ultimate Summon Luminera into Blade of Light can be used against a foe and crouching hit stun as a way to transform now. Using Ultimate Scarlet Oath is used to open up foes from afar. Because Ultimate Scarlet Oath is used to open up foes from afar, we've changed its frame disadvantage from -6 so that it can be punished on block. The transform version behaves similarly, but it's able to follow up on hit from the middle of the screen. Despite transformed and Red Barrel Sword being invincible skill, it was difficult to punish, so we've increased its recovery. The transform version is supposed to be stronger than invincible skills, so it's still relatively safe, but it's now easier to punish at mid-range when Vera tries to use it at its max range to keep foes out. Okay, so I mean, people shouldn't be relying on it, so this is fine. Luminara Merge has invincibility, and yet it's also able to be changed into a combo. So while we've left its combo utility in place, we've increased frames on block to make it a little riskier. Okay, I mean, that makes sense too. Yo, Flash, how's it going, man? It seemed kind of cheap to just do this and, you know, be somewhat like unpunishable. So this is nice. I think this is okay, Flashy Flash. I think this is okay. Let's just say if you were relying on these two things, her reversals to win, then I feel like you're not playing her in a very stable manner, you know? So in high level play and in stable play, I think she will, like, I mean, depends on these changes, but I feel like she's going to be better off. Finally, even though Vera is a standard fighter, she doesn't have any projectiles, so we've increased her walk and dash speeds to set her apart from other characters. Cool, I like that. She's now able to like walk towards Catalina quicker. Walk forward, okay, movement speed has been increased. Dash acceleration has been increased. Transform air dash, movement startup has been reduced, so it's faster. Added input buffering when used mid jump. This would make it easier to activate sooner right after jumping. So instant air dashing is a thing, perhaps, or it's maybe she'll be more like an exert character. Okay, close standing heavy. Oh, startup has been reduced by 1 frame. That's nice. Transform jumping M can now be cancelled into air dash on hit or block. Yo, Milia. Okay, transform dark rain. Dark rain is. Oh, this is a Rekka, or quote unquote Rekka. Oh, guilty gear. Dark rain, dark cane. Okay, so transformed version. What about it? Launch height on the 4th hit has been increased, allowing the window for advancing follow-up attack. Okay, so it's easier to convert. Heavy dark cane. Vera now comes to a stop after the final slash when hitting near their corner. So this aims to prevent Vera from crossing over a foe after a hit. Okay, so quality of life change, it looks like. So her DP while transformed, Red Barrel Sword. Reduced, so recovery has been increased by 9 frames, changing frame advantage from -6 to -15. Okay, can't argue that. That's fair. Hit stop for the first hit has been increased by 3 frames, making the first and second hit a true block string. Oh, okay. Pushback from the second hit has been reduced. Bounce height from the second hit has been increased. This is to adjust frame data due to the added recovery frames. Transform Scarlet Oath. Scarlet Oath. Okay, so this is her dash attack. Her dash attack that she hops. The dash hop attack. So this is her transformed version. Okay, what about it? Transfer Scar Oath. Ground bounce height has been increased, allowing for follow-ups on ground hit. This is nice because it's hard for her to consistently combo off this. Like, you need specific situations, it seems, at least as far as I remember. Ultimate Scarlet Oath. Block stun during the second hit has been increased by 2 frames, changing the frame data frame advantage from -4 to -6. Okay, this is nice because, yeah, it's one of these full screen moves that skips neutral and makes her safe. So Transformed version, same thing, same change on block. Second hit now causes ground bounce, allowing for follow-up. Okay, good. I like that change. Medium, light medium summon Luminara. Number of hits has been increased by 3 to 5. Damage has been adjusted. Luminara's speed before attacking has been adjusted, and travel distance has been increased. If foe is slightly in front of where Luminara is supposed to appear, Luminara will now appear atop of the foe. Transform summon Luminara can now be cancelled into Grace View toward the end of the action. What? Can now be cancelled into Grace View? So you can do it and then just do a flip kick? Grace View. I'm sure she's trying to sneak a view of Catalina with this attack. So you can send a projectile and just hop. Okay, so that's probably going to... Okay, so here's hypothetical situation. If this is what I think it is, you knock him down, you summon Luminara, you do the move right after, like it'll cancel. So you're in an advantageous position for you to like hop in and do a mix-up while Luminara keeps your opponent on block stun. Kind of like how 2B uses her ultimate bomb, and then she jumps in and does a mix-up. Maybe Vera has a much more stable way of going to mix-ups. Yeah, yo, Noob, how's it going? How do you do, Mr. Yan? Doing very well, man. How are you? Milia H-Disc. I don't like this, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's kind of neat. Makes her a lot tougher in her transformed form, if I am comprehending this properly. So ultimate summon Luminara has been increased, so it's slower. Tracking range has been reduced. Regular version now causes opponent to fall backward, while transform version causes a crumble state. Okay, so that seems like a nerf for this move. Blade of Light. What is Blade of Light? Blade of Light. Blade of Light. Oh, this is her. Oh, okay, this is her her command dash. Travel speed has been increased, now matches dash speed. Okay, interesting. So, I mean, it doesn't really fix a lot of the problems for it, but whatever. Transformed Grace View, this is the flip kick. Follow-up time for land has been made faster. Added buffering for falling strike. Okay, Grace View retreat. Add invisibility during frames 1 to 10. What? I need a visual. What's Grace View retreat? So when Vera jumps backwards whenever she's in Grace View. Wow, that's cool. Wow, she's so strong when she's in the air. Then okay, she's got so many options. Transform falling strike. Falling strike. We just need a visual for this. That's this move here, the downward stab. Now faces her foe upon activation. So if they somehow get behind her, she does this and she stabs you. Luminar merge. This is her merge. This is her super, right? Yeah, this is her super. What changes? Okay, recovery has been increased. Okay, so it makes it more fair on block. Push back on block has been reduced, so you can punish it more. Hit stop is increased by 6 frames. This is intended to prevent changes to follow-ups due to... Okay, so you can still combo off of it, basically. Okay, fair enough. You gotta be kidding me. No way they buff her this much. I'm scared. I am scared too of her, but it also makes me happy to see this character, which I struggled to play with, a little bit stronger. Like because I played a little bit of Vera. And I can notice some of the faults in her kit. It's nice to see a lot of these changes. I'm excited to see what she has for the after transformed state. All right, that's Vera. Okay, let's take a look at Beatrix. And how I'm gonna do this, by the way. Okay, so I said I'd read from top to bottom, but let's take a look at the characters that I've played, which is 2B, Fairy, Vera, and Beatrix. And then I want to take a look at the top tier characters. So Nier, Siegfried, Lancelot. See what changes that have been made to them. And then we'll go through the other characters. Sounds good. Although it sounds good since they removed belligerent stuff. Yeah. I think it's pretty fair that they remove like DP safe things, or things that made her DP safe or reversals. I'm very happy with that because it's kind of annoying to deal with. Okay, so Beatrix had quite a few adjustments in the previous version, so she has significantly fewer changes compared to the other characters this time around. Beatrix didn't have many skills to follow up after far-standing light, so Light Embrask Sword has been adjusted to add some variation to her toolkit. Let's see. Embrask Sword. Embrask. Okay, so her light DP basically you don't really see a whole lot of it. Has been adjusted to add some variation to her toolkit. Nice. Okay. Foes that try to retreat from a landing area of a medium or heavy Thunderbird are now forced into guard motion even if they're at distance now. Okay. Finally, we realized that Beatrix is much easier to play when compared to the other characters, so we've changed her ease of use rating from 4 stars to 5 stars. Okay, yeah, sure. She wasn't that hard to play. I agree. So light DP, not actually DP. Travel distance and reach has been increased, so maybe it's used more as a... Maybe we can use it as an anti-air. Medium and heavy Thunderbird, this is her Bandit Bringer. Guard motion range for her foe has been increased. I don't know what that means. The kick part now behaves differently when blocked midair, making it easier to form a block string from the fire pillar on the ground. Ultimate Thunderbird. I'm thinking the right move, right? Thunderbird? Yeah, so this is a Bandit Bringer, Bandit Revolver. Okay, so Thunderbird Ultimate. The kick part now behaves differently when blocked midair, making it easier to form a block string from the fire pillar on the ground. Same change. Fix an issue where the fire pillar would cause an unintended knockback in specific instances. And Delta Clock. Excuse me. Fix an issue where Delta Clock would not behave properly when handicaps are turned on. Okay, well, no changes basically to this character. Okay. Proximity Guard and Bandit Bringer. That's what I'm hearing, yeah. Okay. So no changes to Beatrix, okay. I mean, fair enough. She got hit with a Nerf hammer before. Yo, I'm excited with 2B actually. 2B sounds dope. Alright, so let's take a look at the other Nier character. Nier herself. Alright. Let's see Nier now. Alright, Nier. Nier is a powerful character who can leverage her Love's Redemption stock to press the advantage while taking the offensive against foes. However, there was little risk in spending Love's Redemption as she was able to maintain damage output and oppressive pressure in most situations. After considering her strengths, we decided that simply reducing her offensive capabilities or making her lose Love Redemptions more easily would significantly increase her difficulty of use, diminishing her strengths. Instead, we've rethought her mechanics as a whole with these adjustments. Okay. While keeping her ability to maintain strong offense using Love's Redemption, we've made it so it's a clear distinction for when a foe can take their turn back. When Nier takes damage while death is summoned, or when death returns to her card, withstanding you for example, a gauge will display in place of Love's Redemption stock. This gauge will gradually fill, preventing Nier from performing any actions involving death until fully replenished. The refill rate depends on how many Love's Redemption she has consumed. Upon replenished, her Love's Redemption stock will reset to 13. So Eddie? Zato? With these changes, along with these changes, we've increased the cost of performing her skills and restricted Raging Strike or other actions while death is unusable. Interesting. Death will no longer return to card after using use skills, and will instead stay on screen. With this change, she can now command death during use skills to buffer skills afterwards. Her standing and jumping U will now increase refill rate of Love's Redemption on hit, so players will need to adopt new strategies to quickly turn the tide of battle while death is unusable. It sounds like a different character, guys. Previously, we've adjusted Misfortune, this is her DP, so it couldn't be buffered into skills when used as a starter. We have now reversed this adjustment, what? Allowing it to be buffable into other skills again. However, in return, all versions of Misfortune no longer have armor except for the U version. Oh, okay. Okay. World of Death and Love. World of Death and Love now has permanent effect. Upon activation, Love's redemption stock will be replenished at the cost of her health. I want, what is that? World of Death and Love. I'll look at that in a sec. This makes it a strong choice for going on the offensive and allows for more strategic decision between it and Klagan Totentaz. Klagan Totentaz cannot be used when death is unusable, but World of Death and Love can. I don't know what those are. So with these adjustments, we've adjusted Nier's ease of use from 2 stars to 1 star. She wasn't 2 stars before, dude. She was like 4 stars. What do you guys think? She sounds like Zato. No more DP. She's gonna install? I don't know. She has. Wait, she's gonna install? Oh my god. Okay, so it looks like a new character altogether. So world. What is this? Allows Nier to infinitely spend stacks of. I had no idea she had this move. So she was so easy, so easy, made me stop using her. Oh, well, okay, there you go. I had no idea. No one uses this. Okay, so Klagan Totentaz. This is her super. Something about her super is changed. Cannot be used when death is unusable. Yeah, because it sucked. No one used it. Oh man. Do I want to read all this? Okay, let's speedrun this. Love's redemption stock. Do I want to speedrun this? She's just a new character, isn't she? A brand new character. Alright, yeah, I'm not gonna read all this. There's a lot to read. Honestly, I don't have any, oh, whatever. Let's read it. Let's read it. Love's redemption stock. A gauge now appears after death. If death disappears, changing the way death behaves. Death cannot be summoned again until the gauge refills. The gauge refills more slowly the more Love Redemption's icons has consumed. Icons recover more slowly than the regular rate. If Nier has depleted all of her icons, no longer recovers during SBA or SSBA cutscenes during end darkening screen effects. So death itself, Love's redemption icon, will be depleted if death is hit by a foe. Cool. Fix an issue, blah blah blah. I don't think we care. Far standing with death. Forward hitbox has been shortened. Okay, good. Crouching M. Forward hitbox has been shortened. Nice. Vertical hitbox has been expanded upward though. Okay. Crouching M. With death not summoned, vertical hitbox has been expanded upward. Crouching U with death summoned. I think this is her sweet. Forward hitbox and hitbox has been shortened. Okay, so big nerfs overall. To her normals. Raging Strike can no longer be used when death has been summoned, meaning it can be only performed when she has returned to her card. So I think this is to prevent people from Nier players to lock their opponent in the corner and basically do an unblockable. So that's good. All skills. This is Zato with additional steps. Yeah, all skills. Love's redemption costs has been increased by 1. So light, medium skills use 1. Heavy and you use 2. Buffer skills use an additional stock. Buffered skills now deal 80% of the normal damage. Okay, so I think I don't think we're gonna see this character anymore. I don't think this character is going to be played as much, which is good. I mean, yo, Mr. Nebnev might play this character. This character looks cool to me now. I might want to play this character. But anyone who was playing her before, I guarantee they're not going to be playing this character now. Maybe not guarantee, but there's a good chance. Grange, how's it going? What's up? I'm not happy anymore. You played this character? You're playing a new character now. You're no longer playing Nier. You're playing Zato. She's gonna went through those stocks so quick. She looks kind of cool. She looks kind of cool now, actually. Okay, use skills commands can now be given to Death while she is performing an ultimate skill. Death now stays on standby after finishing ultimate skill instead of returning to her card. Death is no longer invincible during recovery. She's now vulnerable to attacks until going on standby. Fix an issue where Death will not be affected by foe's slowdown effect. Fatal Waltz, all versions. What is this move? Fatal Waltz. Give me a visual. Oh, this is the Hunter Hand Slap. I don't know who to play anymore. Yo, Fairy doesn't look too bad there, Garange. I kind of like we'll see how Fairy plays out. I mentioned it earlier, but I said that if Fairy in this patch gets plopped into the previous patch, there's like no change, right? She's actually probably, I'd say maybe she's even worse. But maybe with these changes against like these nerfs with like Nier and other characters potentially, she's just overall a better character. Misfortune, this is her DP. So basically, armor has been removed. She doesn't have a DP no more. So what do you use this move for? So armor has been removed. You can now use to start a string of buffered attacks. So what is it, like just an anti-air now? So the only one that has capability, like a reversal capabilities, is your metered Misfortune, and they reduce the startup. Okay, that's good. Oh, not good for everyone else, but that's good for her. Unblockable skills can now be stopped. Join me and the 3 other Omni players in the world. Ominous Turn. Okay, what is Ominous Turn? Ominous. Spelled that wrong. Ominous Turn. This is her. I don't know what you call this. Her Burn Knuckle. Her Advancing Strike. So rear hitbox has been expanded. So the light version recovery has been extended by 4 frames. Death reversed. Okay, so this is just her back swipe. Ground hits now cause the foe to fall backwards for 32 frames. Okay. And the medium version. Allows redemption. This is a stock. We've talked about this a whole lot. So if Love's redemption gauge is currently recovering, if Love Redemption's gauge is currently recovering, hitting the foe recovers some gauge now. Okay. Charge attacks recover more gauge. So Pain, Death Summoned, increased launch height. So launch height has been increased. Pain. What? There's no move called Pain. Pain? I don't know what that is. Whatever it is. Trajectory change and recovery after landing have been removed. Nier will now maintain trajectory of the trajectory the same as other attacks. Is this her jumping you? Is this her jumping you? Maybe it is. Which is nice because it removes the actual 50-50. So she basically just plays like a different character. Okay, World of Death and Love. So this is her install. Attributes have been adjusted and are permanent after activation. What attributes have been adjusted? Now causes Love Redemption gauge to recover faster at the cost of 63 health per frame. Whoa. So she just does this and she just is installed forever. Gauge health. So gauge recovery and health loss will pause when near taking damage, breaking throw, or guard crushing. SPA gauge recovery penalty after activation has been reduced. Drowned in an exquisite and eternal adieu. Fix an issue where canceling multiple times before active frames, such as throw into SPA. I don't know what this is. It sounds like an issue that was fixed, but I don't think we really care, do we? All right. Okay, next one. Okay, so I think Pain is the jumping you. Yeah, because a Death Summoned would be this guy right here. I'm pretty sure that's it. All right, so that's Nier. So different character. We'll see how she plays out. She could be, who knows? Maybe she could be even stronger now. I doubt it. Oh boy. Okay, so let's take a look at Siegfried. So very straightforward character, but very solid, very strong character. Hard to deal with, top tier. Siegfried is a standard fighter with good reach and damage output, making his skills very easy to utilize. Many characters didn't have anything in their toolkit to deal with Nelly Nav heavy, so we've made the projectile faster and its travel distance shorter, which should minimize its utility in neutral. On the flip side, we've also improved its frame advantage on block, making it more effective at close to mid-range distances. We expect this to significantly impact how Siegfried plays, so we've enhanced his lesser used and lesser effective skills. So they made it faster and travel distance shorter. So it's like a... Is that even... I guess you can't just sit at full screen, use it, and then win neutral is what I'm hearing. Gunflame. Gunflame that anti-airs. It's like a very big gunflame. Alright, so just in case we need a visual, I'll take a look at Siegfried here. And then... So it's this move right here. Gunflame. That's good, right? This is good? This is good? So medium Gunflame now has quicker startup, making it easier to use to avoid it becoming as challenging as becoming as challenging to counter as the H version. We've decreased the projectile size. Okay, good. Verdragon, light Verdragon now starts up sooner and can be followed up from a standing or crouching M. What is this move? Oh, is this the counter hit? Is this the stance counter? Or is this like the unblockable? The unblockable when used meter. Despite having projectile invincibility and guaranteed hit cinematic, these names, Schwarzfange was relatively low risk, so we've greatly increased his recovery on block to balance it out. Oh, this one. So his super? Okay, good, because I remember I was playing at Combo Breaker and Miss Chrysalis did this, and I tried to punish it, but I got hit. Okay, health consumption for dragon, the health consumption for Blood of the Dragon has now a lower limit, never going below 20% max health, and it proportionately fills SPA gauge. This adjustment should make it easier to plan for a second SPA during a round, making an interesting mix-up between Schwarzfange and his SPA. Okay, dash heavy. So I think this is his, he just pokes on the ground, right? Dash heavy. Just dashes and... Oh, no. Wait, what? Dash heavy. Two-hit move. Okay. I don't think I ever see this. Don't see it very often. Startup for the second hit has been reduced. No changes were made to the first hit. Travel speed has been adjusted to make the second hit easier to land. Pushback on the second hit has been reduced, and Siegfried now comes to a stop more slowly afterwards, making it so Siegfried can follow up afterwards more easily. Medium Gunflame startup has been reduced, so he does it faster by 9 frames, 40 frames to 31 frames. The projectile's height has been decreased, decreasing its hitbox size. Heavy Gunflame. Active frames have been reduced by half, more than half, 61 to 26 frames. Travel speed has been increased. Block stun has been increased by block stun has been increased by 8 frames, changing frame advantage from +4 to +12. The third hit now launches grounded foes, so it's a little bit better when you do up close. Ultimate Gunflame. Launch height for the sword hit has been increased. Projectile now causes wall bounce. Massager? Medium Massager? Is that how you say it? It's not Messenger. DP. Okay, DP. Medium DP. Forward movement before upward strike has been removed, reducing reach. Okay. Adjusted knockback on the first and second hit, making it harder to whiff in the middle of the skill. Heavy DP. Forward movement before second swing has been removed, reducing reach. Adjusted knockback of hits 1 to 3, making it harder to whiff in the middle of the skill. The first hit is now unrecoverable, preventing punishes in case where the second hit or onward whiff. Okay, second hit and onward are still recoverable. Light Verdrangen. What was that again? The big overhead smack. So it's 1 frame faster from 19 to 18 frames. Deliverance from evil. Travel distance and travel speed and distance have been increased. This is, what is deliverance? What is this? Oh, a command grab. Okay. Travel distance and speed in. Okay, so command grab is from stance goes up faster, kind of like how Vera's changed, I suppose, for her dash grab. Deliverance from heavy, so it made it faster as well, and goes longer distance. Can now hit foes during hit stun. What? Allowing heavy Orkin to combo into deliverance when hitting high in the air. Okay. It's a hit throw. It's a throw, but it can also activate on hit. Mini Gantz. How many changes this guy? Okay, we're almost done here. What is this? Activate. So this is his activation. Okay, self buff. Okay, so this is his install. Startup has been reduced from 18 to 15 frames, changing total active frames from 37 to 34. Throws, Raging Strikes, Raging Chain, and Brave counters no longer receive damage buff while active. Schwar's Fang, recovery has been increased by 36 to 48 frames, changing the frame advantage from negative 18 to negative 30. Frame advantage on hit is unchanged. Blood of the Dragon. This is the actual install. What? No longer reduces health below 20% max health. Now fills SBA gauge proportional to the amount of health consumed. SBA gauge will fill penalty period after activation has been shortened. Damage buff. Sorry, Blood of Dragon while active. Okay. Damage buff has been adjusted. Normal attacks do 110%. Skills do 120%. SBA, SSBAs do 150% damage. Okay, I wonder what was it before? Okay, interesting. Okay, so I don't know. This better be all. I don't have a good vision of this character, but it seems like they made him worse because of the heavy gun flame. But I feel like that wasn't the reason why he was so strong against, like, I mean, it was one of the reasons why he's so strong, but was it the main reason? I don't know. I don't feel like you know what, actually, come to think about it, if I'm trying to recall all the matches I played against Siegfried, that move, like, just locks me down. No matter who I'm playing, I can't get around it. So, yeah, okay. I like that. Alright, so let's take a look at this character. Please be nerfed. Please like clip this guy's wings. 6 Seox. Yeah, some characters have no counters to that move. Okay, please for the love of Daisuke and everything that's nice, be nerfed. I don't want to see this character, honestly. Or make him hard to play. Make it so like when I face one of these guys on like online, like I can do something against this character, against someone who's like just cycling through the move list, you know? That's what it feels like. If you play this character, you win by just like, you know, rolling the dice and, you know, basically selecting your moves at random. Anyway, Seox is Seox is unique due to the powerful. Well, maybe I need some water. Make sex hard. I think so. Make sex really hard. JP Destiny, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Please kill this guy. Alright, we'll call him 6. 6 is unique due to the barrage of powerful, fast-paced attacks that he's able to dole out swiftly. His design concept is similar to Lancelot, so we're preserving his mobility and ability to maintain pressure while adjusting the length of his combos, SPA gauge recovery, and lowering his total health. In keeping with his design concept, we strengthened his dash attacks and adjusted medium gate of demons to make him even more effective at close range. With that in mind, we've reduced his total health to 14,000. That tells me nothing. So far, I am not liking these changes. Not gonna lie. Okay, so they reduce his health by a good amount. Oopsies. Alright. So 1400. So 80, he's 87% of what he used to be. So like a 12.5% nerf on his health. That's pretty significant, I guess. Okay, well, I like that, but I don't like, what is this, Gate of Demons? I don't even know what his moves are. Everything seems like it's a demon gate. Okay, so his what? They made this move better? Fuck off. No way. Why? I don't care if he's like lower health. I'm not gonna be hitting him. Oh, anyway. His health doesn't matter if he can just loop his freaking skills. I know. I'm with you here, Yoruichi. I think lower health is such a lazy balance design. I am not happy with this. Using snake... Okay, let's read it though. Let's read it. Oh my god. Okay. Using snakebite has always been more useful compared to wolf's howl. Okay, so we're talking about his Rekkas. So sick claw, snakebite is his one-hit Rekka overhead. I think it's not. I don't think it's actually the overhead. And then wolf's howl is, I think that's like the end follow-up. Using snakebite has always been more useful compared to wolf's howl, leaving wolf's howl to mostly be used as a mid-screen finisher to sick claw execution. As a result, we've made some adjustments to the end follow-up. The low risk involved using ultimate Gate of Demons has always made it possible for Seox to maintain pressure even when he whiffed. So in order to better match its high payoff, we've increased its whiff recovery. So sick runes enlightenment has been made stronger overall. What? I've never seen this move in my entire life. What is this? He has an install? Lost Daddy, how's it going? What's up? Do you guys know what does this do? Alright, where are the nerfs, bro? Where? I don't see them. I don't see a whole lot. Ganajan? He had a Ganajan? Alright. So his Ganajan has remained stronger overall, including increasing the time it stays in effect. 6 after images now attacks are now slower. So we've made the overhead and low triple attacks plus 5 on block, making it easier for 6 to maintain pressure even if he fails to break his opponent's defense. Damage output has been increased, making combos more profitable. It's an effect, so including Void Claw. So now we have to deal with this stuff. Oh my god. Okay, so ultimate Gate of Demons. This has been changed, right? So ultimate. What does the ultimate look like again? Acts as a dive kick. Okay, so they made this stronger. He can combo off of auto combo overhead with install. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, this guy. Alright, let's read this. So 12.5% lowered health. Dash initial speed and acceleration are faster. Close heavy. SPA gauge has now been reduced. Okay, so he loses meter. Oh, he loses his meter gain. Dash heavy, travel distance and speed have been increased, so that's a buff. Okay, I don't think I see that move a whole lot. Ultimate 6 call execution. This is a Rekka. Knockback when hitting high in the air has been adjusted. Frame advantage on hit has been increased when hitting high in the air. Light Wolf's Howl. Again, let's take a look at this. So which one is this? Okay, so they increase the damage of these Rekka attacks. I don't know a whole lot about this Rekka, to be honest. Snake Bite pushback has been reduced. Isn't the Snake Bite the kick? Isn't the kick like already plus on block? So he's closer to you, and he's still plus. Okay, medium air projectile, mid-air hidden stun has been increased. Okay, lateral knockback has been reduced. I guess whatever. Oh my god. Reduced recovery when landing after whiffing has been increased for the ultimate one. Man, I'm not even like understanding what these changes are anymore. I'm getting kind of hungry actually. Gate of Demons mid-air recovery when recovery when landing after whiffing has been increased. Okay, so it's easier to punish? Question mark. Demon Step now launches grounded foes. It's Demon Step. Okay, so his ultimate skill now launches grounded foes, so he can combo after this better. And then changes to his Guinea engine. Okay, buffs. I don't know how what the exact effects are, but basically buffs. So we removed near only to do whatever black magic they did to 6. They removed. Yeah, we're doomed. Yeah. My cat in the background is crying, like we are right now to these changes. Okay, that's stupid. All right, so all the near players, as far as I can tell, they're gonna go over to 6 to these changes. Is what maybe not all of them, but yeah, I think that's the play. I don't know if the health debuff, sorry, the health nerf is gonna do a whole lot. All right, let's take a look at Lancelot. I might end the stream pretty soon here, actually. I might end this stream. I'm getting pretty hungry, and I'm looking at the time, and I do need to get to a function. I thought I'd finish this by 8 o'clock, to be honest. I'm not even like done half the characters. All right, let's take a look at Lancelot though, real quick here. So Lancelot leverages the mobility of his attacks and skills to overwhelm his foes with unrelenting pressure. High speed is directly linked to the strength in this game, allowing Lancelot to continuously attack foes for extended periods of time. To maintain this aspect of his design and most of his combo routes, we focused on reducing the power of some of his moves and lowering his HP to counterbalance his mobility. How much? So not as much as Seox, but okay, so it's very lazy way of balancing, but sure. Okay, Delta Leap has powerful applications both defensively and offensively in the corner. To reduce his defensive utility, the duration of his wall cling has been increased. Ultimate Blade Impulse has had frame advantage when blocked, allowing Lancelot to continue follow-ups, which led to an imbalance of risk-reward. As such, its knockback and frame advantage when blocked have been adjusted to make it more easily punishable. Standing Light and Near Standing Heavy, sure, along with Southern Cross, could be incorporated multiple times within his combos. This allowed him to continually deal significant damage while simultaneously filling his SPA gauge combined with his high mobility, and resulted in an excessively advantage in his favor. To address this, the recovery of his standing light has been slightly increased to reduce the length of his combos. In return for reduced combo damage, his other skills have been adjusted for improved utility to enhance his offensive options in neutral. Travel speed and distance have been increased for M Southern Cross, making it easier to chain into from a far-standing heavy. From a far-standing heavy attack and maintain frame advantage at close range, increasing his options for close range pressure. His ease of use rating has also been changed from 3 to 4 due to the disparity when compared to the other characters such as Vayne. Okay. I am losing steam here. How on earth do you buff Seahawk? I know. Okay, so we are going to end the stream off right now. My stomach is kind of in pain right now, so I need to eat something. I got to make a quick trip to this, my buddies. I mean, not a quick trip. I'm gonna make sure I do a good trip to my friend's going away party right now. I have to be a normie for a little bit here. I gotta put on some jeans, maybe a shirt that isn't 2B, and yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of these patch notes. I'll be honest, I kind of got deflated when I read the 6 notes. And in my mind, I'm like, I got other better things to do than read the rest of this. I bet we're going to see big buffs against for Vegeta. I bet we're going to see huge buffs for like Belial. But that's for a different time. For now, let's end the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to go ahead and raid someone right now. I got to go. I got to eat something. And you know what? 2B looks pretty good. Fairy looks pretty good. But I don't know. I'll have to read this on my own time. But you guys, please go do a little read over of it. And, tell me what you think. Visit me in the Discord and we can hang out. Yo, it's not so bright anymore. The red light is, more... it looks like a more... I gotta go. I'm hungry. What am I trying to say here? It's more red in this room. Instead of it being really bright, because I started the stream early on in the afternoon. Early on in the late afternoon. I need to go. Alright. Let's find someone to raid real quick here. I'm gonna raid. Let's raid Miss Chrysalis here. Very cool person. I met her at Combo Breaker. And I bet she's going to the patch notes too. So let's go ahead and raid her. Very cool person. She's doing Granblue versus Rising. Miss Chrysalis. Oh, actually, she's doing Granblue Relink. Alright, let's abort mission. Sorry. She's cool though. I will have to raid her at some point. But sorry, I meant to do a Granblue versus Rising. And or a friend. Or both. Or a friend. So let's see who is... see if there's anyone playing Strive then. Actually, yeah, let's just take a look at my list of people. Let us raid. You know what I'm gonna do? Alright, she's not playing any fighting games right now, but I gotta send you all to my buddy, good friend, the Huntress. Alright, we gotta do that. She's raided me so many times and I hadn't returned the favors, so Huntress. Okay. Anyway, you guys have a good night. I gotta be normal person. Gotta do normal person things. Go to a party. I won't get too drunk. Yeah. We'll keep up the discussion in the Discord. Anyway, you guys have a good night. I'll see y'all next time. And yeah. Let's end the stream right now. If you guys like the stream and you're just visiting, I would appreciate a follow. But you don't have to. I'm not your dad. But yeah. If Viva Fairy, Viva 2B. I'm also streaming this on YouTube, so there'll be a YouTube video dropping pretty soon, hopefully, if I get to work on it. But yeah, with that said, you guys have a good night, and I'll see y'all at Huntress' stream and next time. All right, take care, everybody.